Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, in today's game, it's a battle between two teams who come in with opposite win-loss totals on the year. It's the Jets going up against the Dolphins.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to picturesque Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the Miami Dolphins. Carry now for Jordan Howard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Set now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, Brissett. And got his man complete. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dez Bryant, 78 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions. And whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Jets have got it. Oh, jumping over. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. They call it a gain at 19, and it moves the chains.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now Howard, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. 23 yards on the play. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Again, it's Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. He completes it to Bryant. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett, and he rifles one incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Play fake. He's set. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So a major development here. Aaron Rodgers out. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go!
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
This time Taylor will throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They go play action here on first down. He leaves this one for Howard. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. First and 10, Brissett. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dez Bryant with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
Come on, let's go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know, when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go.
Now Taylor to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, Taylor. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. on third down. That's Logan. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. They run again with Logan, and he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Call it a gain of 3. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. An update from Buffalo. The Bills, they are just continuing to pour it on. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Taylor on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Brissett now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Brissett on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Darren Lee in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Let's go. 38.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know. Defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Second down, Brissett. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Brissett from the gun on third. Bryant with a catch right side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Going deep here for Bryant. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And he knocks it through. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On first down, it's Taylor. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
first and 10. It's Taylor. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go! Man 38! Man 38! Back down! We won't let
They'll run it now out of the gun. Had a nice move but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. Taylor now to throw on third down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. From the left hash, this from 46. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On second down, there's the option going left. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. The Jets on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's go! What? None! What? None! Black round! Black round!
Out of the gun, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And the Cardinals have scored to add on to that lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now Taylor throwing on first down, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Here we go.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go. Ohio. Ohio. Ohio.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He gets away from one. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And now a first down following that long gain. Now they'll throw with Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. A second down throw for Brissett. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Brissett. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. A first down throw for Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll run it here with Logan. And some space here. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. Trucks over him, and now running right through him.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A gain of 3, second down.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Jets on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
First down, Brissett. And this is caught at the 8. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
shotgun. It's Brissett. And he fires one, but incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. And Zerline's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Now they'll run it on the toss. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 47 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now it's Taylor. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Brissett sets to throw it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first and 10, Brissett. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a third and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go.